Hello, my favorite dental hygienists. Welcome back to my channel for another video. I am Kalesha if you are new, and I am a registered dental hygienist. I post dental hygiene related content here on YouTube every single Friday. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button to learn all things dental hygiene and to become a dental hygienist. Just by hitting that subscribe button, you've already become a part of the family. You are now a dental hygienist. So in today's video, I'll be giving you 7 steps to become a registered dental hygienist. I'm so excited to finally be sitting down and filming this video. I've gotten so many questions over the years about becoming a dental hygienist. How do I become a dental hygienist? What do I go to school for? Where do I go to school? And so many other questions. And the most popular question now that we are in a worldwide pandemic is dental hygiene still a reliable field to enter? And my question is yes. According to the American Dental Association and the CDC, we are deemed essential. That means it is safe to still visit your dentist, which gives us job protection. In order to fight this deadly disease, we must be at our maximum amount of health. That includes having a healthy lifestyle, taking our vitamins, practicing our precautions, and still visiting our doctor and dentist. So if there's any kind of diseases or infections going on in the mouth, that can increase your chances of being susceptible to contacting the virus, and we don't want that. So I do recommend that you still visit your doctor and your dentist. And to those of you that are considering becoming a dental hygienist, and that's why you're here on this video today, I do recommend that you stay the course and make it happen. We have job protection. Anything in the medical field is guaranteed to stay in business. So with all that being said, let's just hop right into the first step of becoming a dental hygienist. The first step is the most obvious. That's to search for dental hygiene schools near you. Now, this may reveal one or two things. There will be a ton of dental hygiene schools near you to choose from, or there'll be none. Being none will force you to have to look in a different state or a different city, and cause you to have to move. If you've dreamed of living in California, you just go ahead and search for dental hygiene schools in California. Apply, get accepted, and begin working there, But if there is a dental hygiene school near you and you're able to stay home or stay with your parents while you go to school, that's great too. So the first step is just to search for a dental hygiene school. The second step, once you search for a dental hygiene school and you have one in mind or a few in mind, you want to research those school or that school. Now, the things you want to look for when you're researching the school is whether that school is accredited. Accredited means that they are registered with the state, they are registered with the Board of Dental Directors, and that you will obtain a dental hygiene license once you complete that program. Also, you want to look into the pass-fail rate. How many students have gone through that program but failed their boards? How many have gone through the program and passed their boards? That is very important when selecting a school. The third thing you want to look into is the acceptance rate of getting into the program. How many students applies and how many students get accepted? And looking at the acceptance rate lets you know how big of a class you may end up in. The larger the class, the less amount of one-on-one time that you may get with your instructors. So that's definitely something to take into account when looking for a dental hygiene program to attend. After you've done your research and you've narrowed it down to even fewer schools or just one school, the third step is to look at the list of prerequisites required. The classes required are going to differ from school to school. They are generally just basic education classes along with some higher level science courses. Now that you have all the prerequisites required to apply, you want to pick a route to take. There are several different routes you can take to becoming a registered dental hygienist. The first one is attending a community college, taking your prerequisite courses, and then applying to a dental hygiene program. This will give you an associate degree in dental hygiene, and this takes usually 3 to 4 years. Option number 2 is to attend a university. Attending a university gives you a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene, and the prerequisite courses are tied directly into the dental hygiene program as well. And this totals 4 complete years. So So the difference between option 1 and 2 is the type of degree that you're obtaining. With the first option during the community college, you're getting an associate's in dental hygiene, and the second option through the university, you're getting a bachelor in dental hygiene. The third option, which is what I did, is I attended a community college. It took me 1 year to complete my prerequisites. I got accepted into the dental hygiene program. I did that for 2 years, and I graduated after 3 years with my associates in art as well as my associates in dental hygiene. Then I got my license to become a registered dental hygienist by taking the boards, and I worked for 6 months, and I decided to go back to school and get my bachelor's. I then applied to a university online dental hygiene program, which was an additional 2 years to obtain my bachelor's in dental hygiene. So in total, I went to school for 5 years. I know you may have questions about whether an associate's degree is better than a bachelor degree or vice versa. I'll be making a separate video about that, but just to put it out in the forefront, no, you do not get paid more to have a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene. You just have more options as far as working outside of the clinic, which possibly could lead you to working in sales or working in administration. So let's stop and review really quickly before we go to the next step. At this point, you have searched for a dental hygiene school, you have researched this school, you have pulled the list of prerequisites required, and you have chosen a route to take, whether you want to do community college or university or obtain a associate's versus a bachelor. And now you are ready to select a college. Once you attend college, it's very important to get a health advisor. The health advisor specializes in healthcare programs. Your advisor is going to be advising you on which classes you do and do not need to be taken that will both save you time and money. The worst thing you want to do is attend a college and just start taking classes that do not work toward the goal that you're trying to obtain. It wastes time and it wastes money. So I do recommend you get a healthcare advisor and let them know that you want to apply to the dental hygiene program. These are the list of classes, and then they also help you schedule those classes, whether you want to be in the morning or in the afternoon. You would just have a better chance of having those list of classes and a better chance of knocking it out quickly and effectively. All right, y'all, we are moving and grooving. We are almost ready to apply to the dental hygiene program. But before, we want to take a TEAS test. TEAS test is it's like a knockoff ACT. I feel like it's not as hard, but it's also not easy. It's math, science, and I want to say language, I believe. But like a mock ACT pretty much. And to be honest, I didn't prepare for this at all. So don't take my word when it comes from it. When it comes to taking the TEAS test, do not do what I did. I would actually get a book and try to prepare myself and study to make a good score, because that score is used when you apply to the dental hygiene program, whether you'll be in a higher rank or a lower rank in the people that they accept. So there's a certain score you have to make to pass the TEAS test. And if you fail, that's okay. You can retake it, and I don't believe it'll be used against you with the program. They just take that pass rate once they finally get it. So don't be discouraged. Also, the TEAS test is good for 3 years. That means if you take the TEAS test this year in 2021 and you do not apply to the dental hygiene program until 2023, it's okay. You don't have to retake the TEAS test unless you want to try and get a higher score. So go ahead, get you a practice book, start studying, taking mock tests, so that when you go in to take that TEAS test, that you knock it out the park and you make a really high score, so that puts you at a higher chance of getting accepted into the program that you choose. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the last and final step, which is to apply to the program. This is where the actual work begins. Applying to the program is a process. There's an application process you have to follow before actually submitting your application. We already handled the TEAS test. Now we have a little bit more to do, because applying to the program is competitive. They are taking your GPA from college classes. What were you what were your grades in your prerequisites? If you couldn't handle the smaller general education and the high-level science classes, are you really going to be able to do well in a science-based, hands-on, strict curriculum? They are breeding healthcare professionals. You're going to be responsible for somebody's health once you're done with this program. So how you did in your basic level classes is going to determine how well you're going to perform in their program. Another thing you're going to have to do before applying is shadow some dental offices. You're going to have to call around to some local offices and say, hey, I'm applying to dental hygiene school and I have to get so many hours shadowing a actual registered dental hygienist to be able to apply to this program. They'll either say yes or no. Hopefully someone gives you the chance to just come in and see what a dental hygienist does day to day. Be sure that you're asking questions, you're paying attention, and you're even offering to help, although you may not be of any assistance. You're gonna have to write reports on what you learned, and they'll also be contacting that office to see the kind of person you were, or the kind of student you were, or the kind of hygienist that they think you'd be. The third thing you're gonna need during the application process is letters of recommendation. Now, they're required this not to be a family member or a friend, so you'll kind of want somebody from the community that you know, or an old teacher that you knew that could speak to who you are as a person, that could speak to your character. This program wants to make sure that they are selecting reliable and commendable people to be a part of their program and to put out into the healthcare force. And that is just to name a few of the application process. Depending on the school you choose, it will differ. This is not every program, but this is the program that I chose and I went to. These were just some of the requirements during the application process. It's a waiting game at this point. You're waiting on a letter of acceptance, and once you get that letter of acceptance, you are now on the road to becoming a registered dental hygienist. All that hard work that you've done has gotten you to this moment, but now there's even more work to be done. Once you're in that program, there's a lot of studying, there's a lot of tests, there's a lot of hands-on skills that you have to learn, but you are equipped. Don't give up, keep going when it gets tough, and I promise the reward will be that much more greater because you put the time and the effort in and you accomplish what you set out to accomplish. That concludes my 7 steps to become a dental hygienist. And now I want to open the floor for questions. So down in the comment section, be sure to ask me any questions you have pertaining to the route I took, the school I went to, or any other question that you have that I probably didn't answer or didn't go into much detail about. Be sure to check out all of my week in the life vlogs. I give so much information and so much insight as to what we do on a daily basis as a dental hygienist. It is such a rewarding field to be in, building a relationship with patients and taking care of people. If this video has helped you in any form or fashion, please be kind and give this video a thumbs up. It encourages me to continue making content and it lets me know that I'm giving y'all what y'all want. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and become a dental hygienist. And turn on your post notifications because you do not want to miss the upcoming videos. The next video is going to be a week in the life, and after that we're going to be talking about pros and cons of being a dental hygienist, so you don't want to miss it. Thank you all for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, hygienists.